But the plan and the reason for your choices that you've made, because these projects come along, what, once in a CHRO's?
No, I mean, I think, you know, when we start, you know, you've got the HR systems, in our case, different types, and we were looking for a system that was appropriate. It had to be able to fit our business need. So we start with the business need. What do we want the business to be able to gain from the system that we're going to implement? And there are obviously lots of different systems out there. So you secondly then want one that's robust, you know, that you can rely on. You know, the one that's got a pedigree, that's got some heritage in its own experience and its expertise. And you then look for, well, actually, how are you going to use the system? What do you want to get out of the system? We've talked about talent. We've talked about, you know, the analytics that you can pull from the data that you're going to be able to produce. Again, the data that you're going to put into it, what are you going to be able to pull out of it? So again, a system that can allow you to provide information that you will use in your business, enabling your business to make better business decisions. It then comes down to the investment, because clearly you've got an investment price. You've got to be able to return that investment. You've got to be able to look at how that investment's going to pay dividends back to the business based on how you've calculated your business need. And from there, we've looked to partner and work where we can develop the system into the business so that we can make sure it's got an ease to use. It's, you know, it's not over technical for the users of the system, so that they can learn how to operate it with some comfort, and then hopefully develop it so that it's got that potential to grow with our business, because, you know, we're an acquiring business, and I can assure you that we'll be acquiring another business and another business, and each one that we take on, we're going to be able to map in the system and you know, overlay it on their business, and that's really important for us as a growing, expanding, you know, business.
And I know one of the big difficulties, and it was a question that actually came up, was how do you measure the success of this project you're going through? At what point are you going to see a return? As we mentioned earlier, you know, investment in technology is at its highest, at productivity.
Yeah, it's all of those things. I mean, we in evaluating the introduction of a new system, we, like all businesses, have to do a business case. You know, we had to look at the aspects of the system that would, and the technology that will enable us to improve productivity. And it's very hard sometimes to quantify the savings on a financial level when it's about how a person's job changes as a consequence of that system or about that technology. You know, I'll give an example where, you know, if you have a sat-nav in your car, if that sat-nav was intuitive and was able to put into the system the ability to direct you to the calls that you had to do that day if you were a carer, and it was able to work out the fastest route, and was able to, by working out the fastest route, was able to save you time or allow you more time with your client, then that technology can be costed and can be calculated and can show directly how that return on the investment would work. When it comes to sometimes the HR technology, it's harder to do, but you go back to, if you're able to do the things that we've talked about, get the information out about talent, be able to analyse your talent to a better extent than we currently can, then we hopefully will improve both our talent development, but we'll also use the technology to improve our retention, we'll use it to improve our recruitment, and it's those areas where we try our best to determine that return on the investment. It's not easy.
Nope.
But obviously did it well enough because we got the investment to put into the system. Yeah.
Okay.